Morning, class. See, I feel like at this point in the semester, I don't exactly have to introduce myself anymore. We all know me, the Baconator boxer who likes to throw boxing gloves at people. Yeah, see, throughout the entire semester, what's been really cool is that we all had a chance to learn a bit about each other. But today, I just want to share one more bit of information about myself, all right? When I was younger, I heard this quote that states, if you do something you love as a career, you will never work a day in your life. And till this day, that has been my favorite quote because it's honestly true. It's a shame to let our passions go to waste. And that's why today I want to tell you guys how and why you should pursue your passions as a career. My first idea for this speech, honestly, I wanted to tell you guys why you should create. Create anything. Create machines, create music, stories, anything. Because I love to create. And I realized that that's not fair that I'm pushing on something that I love onto you guys, but I was wanting to do that because that was my passion. And I wanted to spark that same passion into you guys. So today, I'm going to tell you guys why we decide not to go into the fields of career that we love, why we should. I want to tell you guys how you can find your passions if you're not really too sure. And I want to tell you guys how you can incorporate your real world experiences and your work that you've already done in the school towards your passions. All right. So now that you guys know what I want you guys thinking about, let's get right into it. Right. Some of the reasons why we don't follow our passions are parents, money, and we're just not sure. Right. Parents, look, it's just instinctual. It's human nature to want to please our parents, but we're young adults right now and we can't keep living for them. We have to make the choices for ourselves at this point. Imagine, how can one day you drop your kid off at school and tell them yo, baby girl, baby boy, go do the best you can today. You can do whatever you want in the future, right? Live your dreams, follow your passions. And then after we drop them off, we drive to a 9 to 5 that we hate because we didn't follow that same advice. We can't be hypocritical about that stuff. That's terrible. And if we have peers that have been telling us that our dreams aren't realistic and impossible, every single thing in this world was impossible at one point till somebody did it. So that's just not true in any way. Another huge reason is the money, right? Everybody feels like to be, successful by society standards in today, that we need money. We need to go to these fields that provide these big bank statements and whatnot, but that doesn't buy happiness. That's just a false, that's a myth, honestly. Look, let me show you guys a quick little snippet I found. Gallup, right? The world's leading organization in studies workforces states that an engaged employee are those who are involved in, enthusiastic about, and committed to their work and workplace, right? Funny enough, only 32% of employees in the entire United States are actually engaged at their workplace, enjoy what they do. So let's say we have a room with 100 people in it, right? Money, all fluctuate, everything, different fields of career, everything. Only 32 people in that room would enjoy what they do. And about 80 people will hate it. Quick math, right? And so I just wanted to show you guys that money honestly does not buy happiness. So that false hope needs to leave your head right now, honestly. And for those of you who are unsure, that's completely fine. A year after this speech, 5 years after this speech, 10 years, a lot of us still might not know what we want to do with the rest of our lives. And we're humans, that's fine. But right now, as college students, I feel is the best time to find that passion. And that's why on our next point we're going to move over to, I'm going to tell you guys how to get rid of that pesky unsure problem. All right? Good. So, let me show you guys something real quick. All right? Let's say you go home, right? You write on a piece of paper in your phone or whatever, three things. Something that you enjoy doing, that you honestly catch yourself doing all the time, whether it be watching videos about it on YouTube, actually engaging in it. You write that down, right? You also write down what embarrasses you, right? Something that you love to do, but you don't want to share that with anybody because that's something you truly do care about because you don't want that to be shot down because you care about it so much. That's obvious, right? Now, third, what can you see yourself doing? This could be anything. What can you see yourself doing for the rest of your life without getting bored? Important, without getting bored. You can see yourself just doing it and continuously having fun doing it. You write those 3 things down, and if any of those 3 things correlate, you might just found your passion, something that you actually can admit to yourself that you're passionate about, right? All right. So now that we know some examples on what we can do and how to do that stuff, we're going to move on to our 3rd point, the most important point. How you incorporate all these things, like your passions now, into the stuff that you've already done. See, if you already have your major aligned with your passions, that's amazing. Good job for you. Great. If you don't worry about that stuff. We're gonna go over that right now. We're gonna teach you a little bit of some things. And if you already do have your passions aligned, let's say you're a sports management major and you love sports, keep paying attention because we're gonna talk about some stuff you guys might not have thought about doing yourselves. Right? So, first off, our experiences mean a lot more than our major and our degree in today's society. Now, it might sound a little silly, but listen to this. This is a quote from Forbes, the leading publishing magazine for billionaires and business-related studies. Forbes itself states, and this is the top 3 reason as to why your degree doesn't matter in today's society, in today's modern age. Forbes, right? Your experience, be it on a job or off job, is what people notice. Take advantage of the opportunities you have as an undergraduate to pursue interesting internships, get involved in student organizations, and volunteer for causes you are passionate about. These line on your resume and are much more powerful than your major because they tell the employees that you are motivated, passionate, and involved. Best of all, they allow you to create your experiences employees request of you, right? I didn't paraphrase at all. I copied and pasted that quote onto this, right? So it's basically stating to get experiences outside of your degree to show people that you are actually involved in what you want to pursue as a career. That makes you a much better candidate for being hired in anything. Let's say you're a cooking major, right? And you go to a music club, any type of club. You'll see your advisors. And they can introduce you to multiple fields and multiple ways and career services that will allow you to elevate yourself in the field you want to go to. You're a cooking major. You want to go make music now. You do these things. You go see your advisor. You go to career services. You go to clubs. And now you're able to go to the studio and cook up some heat in the studio, sell that to a record company. Now you're an artist. And people would notice that, people would value that because you took the time out of your day, you took your personal time and you worked towards what you wanted to do. That is the passion, right? That means a lot more in today's society, right? Also in career services and talking to your advisors. And I keep saying that because I only have 8 minutes to talk to you guys, and there's so many other ways you can go about these things, and that your advisors can help you in your career services. You go to them, you talk to them, and you can learn how to market yourself. And in today's modern age of technology, that is vastly important. I can't emphasize that enough. See, for example, Tekashi 6ix9ine, the rapper that screams, we all thought he was going to be a one and done deal. But he knew how to market himself. He knew how to, instead of beef with rappers, he knew how to troll them and make it funny for everybody. He knew how to make himself interesting to the public and give back and everything. He knew how to market himself, and that's why he became a much bigger star than he should have been, honestly. And that's a very important thing that you guys can learn to do on your own time. All right? So, lastly, guys, today we've talked about some of the things that stop us from our passions, some of the things that we can do to find our passions, and how we can incorporate our experiences and real life experiences with our passions. Thank you guys. This is the last time I'm able to say it. My name is Rajiv Walker. It's been an honor speaking to you guys throughout the entire semester. And if you guys have any questions or want to talk to me about this after class, I'm more than happy to talk to you guys. Thank you very much.